Chairman Fletcher, are you with us?
I am. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. The time is 10 a.m. The meeting is recording, and I have not yet heard of the other commissioners, but see if they're on.
This is Joe Pennington.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Well, very good. Thank you. I hereby call to order this meeting of the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2024, and the time is 10:01 a.m. Would those commissioners in attendance please identify themselves and state as to whether they're here via telephone or Google Meets or in person?
This is Joe Pennington. I'm participating by telephone.
And I am Scott Fletcher. I too am participating by telephone. Item B is our new business. B1 is pursuant to ARS sections 5-227, 5-228A, D, and E, and 5-229. The renewal license application submitted by Mr. Kevin Rooney, doing business as Matchroom Boxing USA LLC, for 2024 promoter's license. Mr. Bello, you speak to Mr. Rooney's application, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. We are still awaiting the final report from the financial investigator, and this process has taken a little longer than is typical because our usual financial investigator has recently retired, and so the process is a little foreign to some of the others. And so, with that said, having worked with Matchroom Boxing numerous times over the past couple of years, they do a fantastic job. And I trust that the findings of the report will be reflective, as it has been in the years past, of a stable position. And therefore, I recommend a conditional approval pending the final report from the financial investigator.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Bella. Mr. Pennington, any thoughts?
No, Mr. Chairman. I guess my only thought is that I would appreciate receiving a copy of the financial investigator's report, regardless of whether it's positive or negative, just so I have that as part of my records.
Very good. Mr. Bella, can we do that?
Yes, sir. I will disperse it to each of the commissioners.
Okay. Okay, great.
Mr. Chairman?
Mr. Yes.
Chairman, this is Derek Feinstein. I'm here via Google Meets, and I don't have any questions regarding this particular proposal.
Okay, terrific. I appreciate you joining us. Yeah, Matchroom we've done a lot with. I assume that financial piece will be everything we expect it to be, but a conditional motion would be appreciated.
Mr. Chairman, pursuant to ARS 5-227, 5-228, A, B, and E, 5-229, I move that we renew the license application submitted by Mr. Kevin Rooney, doing business as Matchroom Boxing USA LLC, for a 2024 promoter's license, conditional to the financial report being acceptable.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. And Kevin here, and I just apologize for the delayment on getting in that information.
No worries. We're glad to hear your voice. We're glad to have you on board. We're looking forward to your future exploits, which aren't far off. So
yes,
more
sir.
to come, but appreciate you dialing in.
Thank you very much.
Oh, sure. Take care now. Let's jump into C, our information reports. C, our event reports. The following events were conditionally approved by the executive director between April 17th and May 13th of 2024. The first is a request from Rough Nation LLC for approval of an MMA event to be held at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, June 1st, 2024. The second is a request from OG Boxing LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, June 15th, 2024. The third is a request from Iron Boy Combat Sports LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. The fourth is a request from Matchroom Boxing USA LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, June 29th, 2024. And the fifth is a request from Sweet Science Boxing Promotions LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at the Van Buren in Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday, June 30th, 2024. Item 2 is our event reports continued. Due to a potential conflict of interest, the following event was conditionally approved by and will be administered by Assistant Director Juan Carlos Estrada. That is a request from Del Sol Boxing Promotions LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, June 8th, 2024. Mr. Vella, do you want to speak to this last one?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I am related to a boxer who will be competing on the Del Sol boxing card on June 8, 2024. Therefore, a potential conflict of interest exists if I were to perform my duties as the executive director. And with that said, the director of the Arizona Department of Gaming has appointed Assistant Director Juan Carlos Estrada as the acting executive director to perform the duties prescribed by Title V, Article 2, specifically relating to the June 8, 2024 Del Sol boxing card. Accordingly, the duties as the executive director of the division will be carried out by Assistant Director Juan Carlos Estrada, specifically regarding the June 8th, 2024 Del Sol boxing card. Should any members of the commission, licensees, or any members of the public have questions or concerns regarding this matter, please contact Irania Felix at 602-364-1721, or you can contact us via infobox@azgaming.gov. I retain all duties of the executive director as to all matters pending before the division and the Arizona Boxing Mixed Martial Arts Commission, of course, other than the June 8th, 2024 Del Sol boxing card.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for following the protocols there. You're part of a boxing family, obviously. So I appreciate you taking care of that as it should be. Let's press on. Pursuant to ARS sections 38-431.02, notice is hereby given to the general public that commission members of the Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission may be in attendance at the aforementioned events. As such, a quorum of the commission may be present. The commission members will not be discussing business unless necessary to do so by an emergency ringside meeting as authorized by Arizona Revised Statutes 5-223. Leading us to item D, call of the public. Mr. Vella, who, if anyone, would like to speak to us?
Mr. Chairman, I do not see any hands raised, so it appears at this time that no one would like to speak.
Okay, then that pushes us on to E, call to the commission pursuant to ARS section 38-431.02K. Commission members or the executive director may introduce a summary of current events, ask questions, and or make comments. Mr. Bella, anything else you'd like to talk about?
Mr. Chairman, nothing else other than that obviously June will be a busy month for us, which we're very excited about. We're pleased to see so many great events taking place locally. And in addition to that, of course, just an update on Sportgate and how that thing is playing out for everyone. It seems to be going very well. Obviously, we've got baseline screenings for every combatant that's been licensed this year, and we've been able to do suspensions and administer post-concussion tests as well, and measure against baseline readings, and so it's been a great job, and I give kudos to Idania Felix. She's administered the majority of the Sportgate test, and she does it very efficiently, virtually with the fighters, and makes sure that it's convenient for all parties. So she's done a great job, and hats off to her for having administered so many tests, and she does multiple of them daily. So it's going really well.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Bella. Yes, I've tried to take the temperature of various promoters regarding this. Every time you add a new layer of obligation, you want to make sure it's convenient and priced right and all that good stuff. And I've gotten nothing but kudos for you guys and how this was rolled out and how it's being administered. So thank you. Commissioners, thoughts, questions?
Mr. Chairman, just one question regarding the pending legislation that the department and the commission has before the legislature.
Thank you, Commissioner. My understanding, we're in the final stretch. There's just one more step with the legislature that this needs to go through. I have not had an update in a couple of days, but I'll circle back with our communications team and see where things are at and what we can expect. And I'll send out a note, and I'll send out that information to each of the commissioners.
Thank
Please
you,
do,
Mr.
Mr.
Bella.
Bella.
Appreciate it.
They're right now, they're meeting on Wednesdays. So today's an important day. Our bill did pass the Senate, went to the House where it was amended and passed. And so it has to go back to the Senate where they approve the amendment, and then it hopefully ends up on the governor's desk. So we're close. We just need him to take that one last step and get it to the governor. So please, Mr. Bella, if you could bang some pots and pans enough to get that thing out in front of them, that would be fantastic. And I'll do the same, because no telling when this legislature will call it a year. So it's important to push that thing across the line. Commissioner Feinstein, thoughts?
Nothing from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Bella, if I may,
please.
if this does pass through the legislature and goes to the governor's desk, could we find out if she has any plans to have a signing ceremony, which would allow the commission members to be present whenever she's signing the legislation, assuming that it does pass?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Commissioner. There has been talks, and obviously we'll keep you posted on that. The comms team is working with the governor's office to discuss those logistics, and again, we'll send out that information as soon as it comes to us.
Thank you, Mr. Bella.
Commissioner Pennington, anything you might want?
That's
Anything
it.
you'd like to
That's
talk
it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Let's press on then. F is the announcement that the next regularly scheduled commission meeting will be at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, June 19th, 2024, and it's subject to change based on a quorum. Great things afoot. That's a full June we just talked about, which is fantastic. And item G is for adjournment. Is there a motion for such?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries 3-0. We are adjourned. Thank you all for your time. We have a big June to get to. So great things afoot. Everyone take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.